Hello everyone, my name is Abhishek Jain, and in this video I'm just gonna explain how we can do the code analysis and the code coverage analysis for the AI generated tool. And what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna use the same code base which I created with the help of Llama to build a trade execution application for equity, right? So before I just tell you what approach we should take to just do that coverage and the accuracy analysis, the first thing which you can do is I ask this question to the meta, yeah, like Llama, right? Could you please let me know how many lines of code this repo is having and the quality of our code as well, right? So I'm just asking AI tool to share his response on that. So it seems like it says this is what we have, code statistics. We have 2,456 of line, 56 lines of. So I haven't write even a single word in that. Total files are 24, average lines for code 102. Programming language is 96.5% in Python and 3.5% in SQL. That looks good. Code quality, it's okay. Modularity, readability, comments, error handling, testing. Some areas to be improved for improvement, consistent naming, blah, blah, blah. Okay, this all looks good. Now, the next thing which I asked is, could you please share the code coverage based on the test written for all components? So if you just see this repo, we have the test written, right? Again, these testing layer is also I built based on, Llama responses only, right? So again, I haven't tried anything and I haven't done any kind of, I'm not having any kind of involvement so far, right? So now I'm asking what kind of code coverage, we have from the testing perspective. So it seems like it says that we have these many lines of code, lines covered by the test. Our test is actually covering, 1,432 lines out of 2,456, which is close to 60%. Good, not bad. The lines of code which we haven't tested, 1024. I can understand that. Probably I didn't ask the right question to when I was just building, the test cases. Probably that could be the reason, but we can have figured out all those things in this video. Code coverage percent is 60%, right? That's okay. Now here we can see which is the most important part, right? Now for each and every component, we can see what kind of coverage we have. I haven't asked this, right? AI tool is actually generating all these things for us. So it seems like the order management test cases are having a 73%, just above a 73%. Exchange connector, right? So this information is really, really helpful and very much helpful, right? So by seeing this, you can understand, like, I mean, from the coverage standpoint, right? Which component you have to work upon, right? But that is a very subjective decision, right? So because all these components are very critical, right, for the entire transaction process, right? And which one is having a very less coverage, right? So it seems like trading station is the one which we have the less coverage. Why? Because I think I haven't dedicatedly created any kind of test for the trading station. But since we have a coverage for these, components individually, that's the reason we have some kind of coverage, because eventually trading station uses all these different components, right? So I think we can add some more coverage, but trading station is just a UI part, right? If there is no problem on UI, I think we can ignore that one. The one which we should target first is the risk management system and then the exchange connector. We really need to look, why we don't have higher coverage there, and we can start adding the test based on, whatever the lines of code we are not covering with our test, right? So this is a very good indication that we have a 60% coverage based on what test we have. But how are we going to check how much accuracy we have, right? This is again depends upon what kind of test cases you have written and how much confident you are in those test cases. So what I used to do is I used to get the requirement document for all these components, and I just see what all things we have built. And for that, what we're gonna do is we're gonna take a manual approach for now, so that we can just compare, right, our own analysis with what response, the ready-made response we are getting with this AI tool, right? So what I'm going to do, I'm going to use one of the Python library, pytest-cov, which actually help us to give, the more granular level information, which I'm going to explain how you can do it, right? So here, what I'm going to do, I'm going to run the setup first and I'm going to run this command, right? If you just see this command, what it does is it runs, all the tests and it says that these are the component which you need to cover. So if you just see this highlighted part, right? So it's actually telling PyTest, okay, run the test, and then cover these components like trading station, order management system, exchange connector, market feed data, order management system, and trade execution. And this is just a same project structure in which we have our code placed, right? Okay. Okay, so we are set and let me just hit this. So it's going to take some time and it's going to create, HTML file for us, right? So if I just come back here, just now these files just got created. If I just run this index, now we can have, the coverage at each and every file level, right? So exchange connector, if you just click here, which says it has a 84% coverage, and if you want a more detail, like what all lines of codes are covered, what are not, here we have, the more granular level detail, right? 38 runs, 7 missing, right? So what all things are missing, which we are not actually verifying it. So we can come here and we can see in this HTML report. Same thing we can do for trade execution, right? 54 missing, right? So we can see what are lines of code which we are not covering with our test. So once you just get through with all these reports, you will understand, okay, these lines of codes are not being covered, right? So now you can create your question around these missing line which are not being covered by our test, and then you can ask the AI tool the correct kind of question and see what kind of responses provide. That's one way of doing it. Other thing is you can just design the test by yourself. But here the point is not that we have to do it. We just need to see how much we can leverage these AI tools and how much, up to what level these AI tools can help us, right? So by running this pytest-cov, we can see each and every individual file and see how much coverage we have and which file we want to target. And if we really want to see, which line of code we are not covering, we can come here in a missing field, which is marked as this, right? And we can just try to design our test cases so that we can increase the coverage. And once we have enough coverage, and then we can rerun our test, because now our test cases will be a little bit higher because we have some line of code which we are not testing it out. In that way, we will be having a more test. And once we have a more test, and once we reach to the point where our tests are covering each and every line of code, and if our test runs without any issue, then we will be sure that our testing layer is actually giving us 100% confidence. But we know that, in real time, even if you achieve that 100% coverage, still we're going to see a lot of errors, right? Because we don't know how our application is going to be used and how our application is going to interact with the downstream. The upstream application, there can be a situation which we cannot cover, especially with these kind of complicated distributed applications, right? So this is for the files. Then we can come here for the functions. And here we can see each and every functions which we have, right? And you can see the coverage, right? So for example, this is the execute order function where we are having a very minimal coverage, which is execute order, right? So we can see that how many lines of code we have, the rows which are colored as mark are the one which are not being tested. So you have to design a test, and you don't have to design a test. You can copy all those things and you can say to the AI tools, okay, these are the lines which are not being covered in my test. Could you please add the test for that, and see what kind of response AI tools provides to you and see the accuracy, right? Okay, so you can see at the file level, you can see at the function level coverage, like how much coverage we have at the function level, and same thing we can do at the class level as well, right? So again, trade execution class is the one which seems to be outlier because it is having only a 48% of coverage. So you can just go there, create those files. So if you just see, the total number of lines missing, which is 121, right? And the coverage which we have is 72%, right? So total coverage based on test we have written, it seems like we have a 72% overall coverage, but still that is not good as per the standard, right? So I think we should shoot for a little more because now we have a AI tool as well. So I think we can, by seeing all these analysis, we can easily go and ask AI tool to just cover those lines which are marked as a red and missing because we are not covering those line of code in our test, right? So I think that's pretty much enough which I want to cover, right? Here you can see I mean, because this, once you run this code, you have a lot of information, individual information, like, I mean, what all things you want to do, like, I mean, where the things are, right? So I think that's pretty much it, right? You have all the knowledge, right? I mean, how to use the AI tool to just get a sense, like, I mean, what AI tool's response is. And afterwards, you can just do the precise process, since it's a Python-based application, that's the reason I use the pytest-cov. You can use any other tool which and you can run that and see that. But I really find this very helpful because it's provide me each and every information which I am interested in, right? I can see functions level coverage. I can see the class level function level information, what all things are missing and all those kind of stuff. And that way we can increase our coverage. And once we increase our coverage and once we cover all those lines with tests, and if our test runs fine, then we will be more sure that our accuracy of code is high. So I think that's pretty much it, which I want to cover. So if you have any feedback or any suggestion, please feel free to put that into the comment section, and I would love to do that. And again, I would urge each and everybody, please explore these AI tools as much as possible and try to utilize them to be a companion for you for finishing your day-to-day work. So as always, stay healthy, keep learning new things.